Hey guys, welcome back to Style with Substance and welcome to my third video in my Marketing 101 series. I'm taking it all the way back to the beginning in this video because I had somebody reach out to me on Twitter just asking me some really sort of general and basic questions about marketing, and then I realised I haven't really done a video where I just explain the whole concept of what marketing is and what it means in the real world. So that's what this video is all about. If you want to hear my thoughts on what I think marketing is and what its importance is in the real world today, then please keep watching. So I think, like anybody, if you are looking at different career paths and looking at different sort of avenues that you can go down as far as your career is concerned, you want to know what each profession is, what it's all about, what you do, what a job in the real world in that profession would involve. And I've never really explained the concept of marketing in this series or on my channel at all, because to be honest, as with many people in a profession, you kind of assume that everybody else knows what it is you do and what it all involves. And my apologies for kind of making that assumption, but I feel like it's an assumption that is made by a lot of people who do jobs and they just kind of assume that people know what it actually means. So I'm going to break it down just in my sort of simple layman's terms as to what marketing is. So I think that from a business standpoint, marketing is basically what you would use, or it's a tool you use or strategy you use to let everybody know about your product or your service or your business. And I think the two words are like how the word is made up is basically quite self-explanatory. So there's market and there's ing. Ing obviously is the sort of more doing verbal bit of the word, and then there's market. And market, as everyone understands it, is, you know, lots of different stores sort of selling different things. But market in terms of a business sense is your audience and, you know, the potential customers that are out there, the market. So, you know, like you kind of see it on a market store on a Saturday morning in Lewisham, for example, you'll have all the different stalls and you'll have the different store owners trying to entice people to their stores, either by shouting, by putting their special offers out there, doing deals, buy one, get one free, all sorts. And marketing in a business sense is exactly, well, not exactly the same, but it's quite similar. So in a business sense, you have lots of different companies and they all sell the same product or service, but they essentially have to differentiate themselves so that they can get in front of a potential customer. And that's where marketing comes in, because marketing, as much as it refers to the market, but it's how you go to market, it's how you get to the market, how you get your products and services in front of the people who you want to buy them. And I think that in the real world, without marketing, it's very hard for people to know you exist. If you don't get yourself out there in front of people and you don't build awareness that you're operating in the market, that you're there to be had, then people won't really know about you, they won't know what you do, and ultimately they won't buy from you. So marketing, for that reason, is really important, because once you've developed a product or a service and, you know, you've kind of done the branding and you've packaged it and you've kind of got it all ready to go, marketing is what you need to do to get it in front of your potential customer. And I say potential customer because you're not just going to have customers straight away. Naturally, you have to be around for a bit and you have to sell to a few people, they have to talk to some other people, and ultimately then you build your customer base. So for businesses, marketing is a very big investment. And it's come a long way, to be honest, because back in the day, I do remember that whenever companies would be in financial trouble, generally it would be things like the training budget and the marketing budget that would be cut first. And nowadays, it's quite different in that I think that businesses recognise the value of marketing and what it brings, and they recognise the fact that when there is no real marketing budget or marketing team in a company, in most instances, you don't make as many sales because a lot of people don't really know about you. So that's marketing in essence, that's what it is. In the real world, you know, there's lots of different industries, and I feel like every industry can benefit in some way, shape or form from marketing. So if you think about it from the perspective of yourself, and let's think about it as you as a single person, for example. If people don't know you're single, or people don't know who you are or don't know where to find you, then it's going to be very hard to get into a relationship. And in a business world, it's exactly the same. If people don't know your product exists, if they don't know the things about your product that makes it great, then they're not going to want to form a relationship with you, or they're not going to want to purchase from you because they don't really know anything about you. And marketing comes in very different forms, which I'm obviously going to break down in this series. But nowadays, we've kind of moved into the realm of digital marketing, which is a whole entirely different beast in itself. Traditionally, and years and years ago, marketing really used to be about television adverts, radio adverts, and adverts in newspapers, magazines, print. So it was print, television, radio. But nowadays, you've got social media, you've got online adverts, you've got viral marketing, you've got peer-to-peer marketing, referral marketing, influencer marketing. You've got so many different types of marketing that it's really opened up the field and made it really exciting. And for me as a marketeer, I've seen the transition from, those really traditional forms of marketing to like the really digital, technology forward. And technology has really changed the way in which marketing has evolved, which is why I think it's a really exciting time to be in the industry now. Because back in the day where you might have studied for a degree in marketing, or you might have done a professional qualification like a CIM, you would have focused on things like TV, radio, banner advertising, outdoor advertising. That would have kind of been the core of your course. But now you can do things like a diploma in digital marketing and learn how to, put together a social media marketing campaign, or put together a digital marketing campaign, like a web-based banner campaign. Things like paid search or search engine marketing, like they just weren't coming into the mix before, whereas now they're a really key part of what every marketeer really should know about. I think that a lot of businesses now do realise the value of that, and there is a lot of money being put into marketing. And I'm not saying that those traditional channels like TV, radio, whatever, have died down, but you've also got things like email marketing now. Think of how many emails you get on a day-to-day basis from brands, from random like spammers. We're so bombarded by so many different marketing messages now that actually those traditional channels are becoming more effective, because people have almost moved away from doing banner advertising or outdoor advertising and moved so much on email that when you actually receive a piece of marketing in the post, like a leaflet or something, you're more likely to pay attention to it, I find anyway. Like, I get so many emails, I delete and delete and delete, but if I get a letter, somebody talking to me about something, I feel like I'm more likely to pay attention to it, because it doesn't happen very often. I don't know, that's just me. But I think if you are a business, or you're starting a business and you really want to expand as a business, expand your customer base, I think the most important thing about marketing is you have to be everywhere that your customer is, and you have to provide something useful for every stage of the journey that they'll take before they become a customer for you. To me, that's the bottom line, and that's what it comes down to. You have to map your marketing strategy to your customer's buyer journey. And by buyer journey, I mean the point from which somebody knows nothing about your product to becoming an advocate for your product. Everything that happens in between, you have to be influencing that, which is why I think it's important not just to be on social media, or not just to be putting advertisements on TV. I think you have to be in every possible form, or every possible channel that your customer is, to be effectively marketing to your customer and to maximize the number of sales or customers that you might get in the end. So marketing in the real world today has completely evolved, it's completely changed, but I think it is like any other industry, and it's going to be impacted by what's going on in the sort of social and economic environment as well. And with these sort of new forms of marketing, there is newer regulations. So whereas back in the day brands could post whatever they wanted to post on social media, I feel like we're going to get to a stage where it's a lot more regulated what you can do online, and the regulatory body will really have to take some time to think about digital marketing and how they regulate that, because at the moment I really don't think that there is a great deal of structure around what you can and cannot put online. So yes, that is marketing. That is what it is in the real world, and that is what it means to businesses. And I will be exploring a few of those concepts in the series. However, I don't just want to explore concepts that you guys aren't interested in, so I really do want your input. If you guys can comment down below what marketing concepts you want to hear about first in this series, then I'll just cover those. So if I get loads of different comments about a particular concept, that's the one that I'll do next. So I want this to be as interactive and as useful for you guys as possible. So comment down below, I urge you to, otherwise I'm just going to go off and start talking about something that you guys don't want to hear about. So comment down below and let me know what concept you want to hear about first, and I will cover that off. And then we'll just take it from there. I think this series should be driven by you guys because I'm doing it to help you. So you need to let me know what you want to hear about and what you would find useful and what you're struggling with at the moment. So let's be as interactive as possible. Let's engage, let's chat with each other, and let's make this a really useful and exciting series. I'm really looking forward to filming some more videos in this, and I'm really looking forward to chatting to you guys loads more. By all means, come over on Twitter, tweet me, Snapchat me. The whole concept for this video came from somebody messaging me on Twitter, so I'm open to getting comments and feedback and stuff from you guys on my other social media platforms. So love Snapchat, I'm on it a lot. Twitter I use a lot, Instagram I use a lot. I'll have all my links in the description box below if you want to come and follow me there. And happy to do answer your questions on there too. So yes, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next Marketing 101 video. Until then, take care and bye.